Hey, what is up, guys? It is your boy Vinite here today, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys some important news. I am a bit late on this news. The patch update for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare came out on the 27th. It is now the 30th. I am sorry about that. Um, but I'm late because I've been sick and I had exams last week, and I'm pretty sure the 27th was Friday, correct? Yes, the 27th was Friday. So, I'm sorry about that. You guys might be able to hear my stuffed up nose from being sick, but that's besides the fact that now in Infinite Warfare, if you go to barracks and you go to records, you can now actually click on leaderboards and see the leaderboards. Personally, I I liked the Black Ops 3 leaderboards better. It just looked a lot better to me, but everyone was just complaining we need leaderboards. So this is what they gave us. They at least gave us some combat record. As you can see, if I click on it, it makes the sound that you cannot go into it. That is because it says coming soon on it, and it will be added late this February. That also accounts for making custom emblems. You cannot click on it to make one because it will be added late February. Going back to records, in medals, you can now click on them and see all the medals you have because it was just added like leaderboards. Um, okay, so right now, as you guys can kind of see, it's double XP and double weapon XP. That is for multiplayer and zombies, of course, till February 3rd on all platforms. There's also a game mode that has been added to Call of Duty Infinite Warfare that also lasts till February 3rd. If you go to the featured tab, we'll go to find a match, then go over to featured tab. It's at the very top, Hyper Team Deathmatch. And practically what it is your payloads are just, the charge rates are 7 times faster than normal speed. This is for all platforms. And then there's also been a personalization pack added for the Call of Duty World League. Okay, guys, and here it is, a CWL pack. I do not know if that was added on all platforms. I don't think it was. But nonetheless, it was added. Okay, guys, so we're gonna get into a little bit more of the in-depth stuff for in the gameplay, not leaderboards, combat record, or the emblems. The charge rate in the team deathmatch does kind of do that, but it doesn't matter. It's besides the fact, in Defender, if you were to rewind and you were to be on a newly spawned Defender drone, the player that landed, that rewinded and landed on that drone, you could carry the drone and also have your gun out. So it was kind of OP. So they fixed that so you could not do that anymore. Along with, during a final kill cam, it would show the player's emblem that was killed instead of the player that, the killer, I guess. So the player that was killed, they showed their emblem instead of the player that got the kill. If you guys understood any of what I was saying. In hardcore search and destroy, they added friendly fire is not tolerated display after every round to remind the teams don't kill your teammates. Okay, so there's also an issue with jammer grenades where you throw a jammer grenade at, say, sentry gun, it would not damage the sentry gun. Or it's for like every score streak. There was also an issue for the Steel Dragon, and if you guys did not know, the Steel Dragon is the first, I guess, I don't know how to explain it. It's the first payload. Not payload. It's the first payload weapon you can use that comes from Merc. And if you were to shoot someone with a Steel Dragon and they were holding an akimbo weapon, they would not take any damage. Also, this is more for a codcaster. Um, if you had cold blooded on, someone was looking at you through thermal scope, they would not recognize you because you had cold-blooded and they were looking through a thermal scope. You would not glow red. But on codcasters, you would. That was only on the Xbox, but it's nonetheless, it happened. Also for codcaster, you can have multiple casters in the same lobby. And something that has to do with codcasters slash CWL stuff, if you go to custom game, of course, then go to game setup and modes, and you go all the way over to CWL, they have their own thing. As you can see, you go over to CWL. They have search and destroy, hardpoint, defender, uplink, and capture the flag. All have CWL rules. Okay, so the OSA, or some people call the OSA. I'll just go to this class. It is a classic weapon. People tried to edit their classes with the OSA. Edit their classes that had the OSA on them, and they would receive error message, so they could not edit their class. In some instances, the score per minute for some players was not being calculated correctly. Also, there were various updates to weapon camos. Okay, now for just a part where we talk about supply drops and stuff like that. So say I were to open a supply drop and I were to get an emblem, a calling card or an emblem. I can now, like it was on Black Ops 3, I can now click square or X. If it was for Xbox One, I can now click one of those two and equipped it. So instead of having to go all the way over to barracks, calling cars, and go down to, where is it? I don't even know where it is, to be honest. I think it's in extras or quartermaster. Yeah, quartermaster. I'm pretty sure. No, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's quartermaster. If I were to go to quartermaster, now I don't have to do that to equip it. Okay, now on to mission teams. For the mission teams, it now goes up to rank 100 instead of rank 50. So yeah, see? Windfall, like all this, like the smoke and all the top ones are at 50. They've not shown that it goes up to 100, but it does. So you don't get the commander rank until you reach 100 anymore. I don't really do much with the prototypes and all that stuff, the Mark II collection, the Quartermaster collection. I don't do anything with all those, except these. Like, I just unlocked those because it was just something that I unlocked. I don't do much with those. But yeah, so that's probably going to wrap up the video. That was the patch update for January 27th, 2017 for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, a like would be appreciated. All my social medias will be down below. Yeah, guys, it's been your boy Von Knight. Peace out.